2024 is definitely a year of breakthrough. The implantation of chips in human brains is already a tangible reality. Imagine the power of communicating mentally, issuing commands, and absorbing content solely with the power of thought. This is just the first step of Neuralink and other neurotechnology institutes spread across the world. The fusion of technology and neuroscience represents an unprecedented quantum leap for humanity. How do these brain-computer interfaces work? What are the objectives and endless possibilities of these new electronic devices? Earth Echoes travels through the hundreds of thousands of neural synapses we make 24 hours a day, uninterrupted. The power of the human mind is unfathomable and promises to surpass the physical barriers of what once seemed impossible. In comic books, superheroes personify humanity's desire to go beyond the five senses. We dream of being stronger, faster, resistant to fire and ice, mastering our own mortality. Telepathy stands out among the most interesting superpowers to expand our vast capacity. Imagine reading, extracting, transmitting, and influencing information with the power of thought. Throughout the centuries, we have tried to understand the workings of this mental apparatus that transcends rational logic. The brain is a true learning machine. New connections are generated constantly, with each new task performed. In this mass of approximately 3 pounds, about 86 billion neurons work tirelessly. That's nearly equal to the number of stars in the Milky Way. These neurons communicate incessantly through connections. It is estimated that the number of synapses is close to a quadrillion, that is 1 followed by 15 zeros. If the connections of this complex brain wiring could be unraveled, it would be long enough to encircle the Earth twice. Is there a limit to our potential? With the right stimuli, how far can the human psyche go? We live in a world where information flows constantly, and cognitive requirements are increasingly complex and demanding. Technology emerges in this scenario as a powerful ally in enhancing our mental capacity. In January 2024, Neuralink announced to the world the first implantation of a wireless brain chip in a human. Billionaire Elon Musk's commercial society works on developing the new reality of implantable brain-computer interfaces. The primary goal of the human chip is to establish a direct connection between brains and computers. The tool, named Telepathy, is connected to 1,024 electrodes through flexible wires thinner than a hair strand. The implant operates by recording and transmitting brain synapses, which are sent to an app that decodes the desire for movement. This would enable mental control of a phone or computer solely through the capacity of thought. The ease of the instrument is also impressive. The human chip is powered by a battery that can be wirelessly recharged. The initial users selected for testing the instrument are people who have lost mobility in their limbs. Imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a typist. According to Elon Musk, that's the device's intention. Musk's Neurotechnology company keeps much of the procedure still under wraps. What is known is that the implant is so thin that it cannot be placed in the brain by human hands. The surgery relies on a robot which uses a needle thinner than a hair strand. Experts believe that the telepathy has been inserted into the cerebellum, as it is the region responsible for motor coordination. Before human chips, Neuralink conducted implant tests on animals. In a 2021 experiment, the company released a video showing a monkey playing a video game using only its mind. The animal received the device 6 weeks before the recording, where it is seen controlling the game Pongo, even with the controller turned off. Human chip studies were cleared by the FDA in May 2023. 4 months later, the company opened volunteer registrations. In this first stage, recruitment selected only people with tetraplegia or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. The initial goal is to enable paralyzed individuals to control cursors and keyboards with their thoughts. This first clinical study in humans is expected to last 6 years and will serve to evaluate the safety of the implant and the surgical robot. According to Elon Musk, these devices could also help treat diseases such as obesity and mental disorders. In the near future, the billionaire aims to use the chip to establish the long-dreamed power of telepathy. He believes that humans will be able to save and even reproduce memories. Furthermore, the executive argues that telepathy will help humanity win a possible war against artificial intelligence. The niche in which Neuralink competes is called BCI, an acronym for Brain-Computer Interface. Other companies around the world are working simultaneously with similar tools, expanding studies and advancements in the field. Before Neuralink, other brain chips were implanted in humans to help patients with severe mobility and communication syndromes. BlackRock Neurotech, based in Utah, has been implanting brain-computer interfaces since 2004. Precision Neuroscience, founded by a co-founder of Neuralink, also works to assist people with paralysis. After Neuralink's announcement, China revealed plans to develop its own technology, with an expected launch by 2025. However, one of the most significant advancements belongs to École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne in Switzerland. The 2023 project allowed a paralyzed individual to move again exclusively with the power of thought. This significant achievement was accomplished through the implantation of chips in the patient's brain and spine. The system is still in the experimental stage, but has been deemed very promising. The brain of a person with reduced mobility constantly receives sensory information about movement intentions. To execute physical movement, the brain understands the desire and sends electrical impulses to the limbs to complete the action. In this case, the chip implanted in individuals with paralysis will perform the function of reading brainwaves. In practice, the implant will transform thoughts into commands for the phone and computer through the app interface. As the surgical procedure is extremely invasive, it is still in the experimental phase. Scientists believe that telepathy will take at least a decade to be commercialized. Until then, Neuralink celebrates the achievement, stating that the first patient has shown good brain connection and is recovering well from surgery. Even after centuries of research, studies on telepathy have resulted only in mixed and controversial outcomes. The lack of evidence leads many scientists to remain skeptical about the subject. Nevertheless, numerous theories attempt to explain how the phenomenon could function in practice. Some experts in the psi field believe in the existence of a mental field that connects all conscious beings through thought transmission. In quantum theory, telepathy can be explained through entanglement of subatomic particles, which remain correlated even when separated by vast distances. In the area of mental resonance, there is the idea that an individual's mind can resonate at frequencies similar to those of others, allowing thought transfer. The desire to connect human thought to the internet is recent. Experiments intensified significantly from 2017 onwards. Since then, researchers claim that science has not progressed a millimeter toward this goal. The truth is, we have not yet discovered the language of thought and whether it truly exists. While we have not advanced in this area, technology continues to make significant strides in improving human quality of life. The prospect of a patient being able to walk and communicate again represents an unprecedented leap for medicine. Telepathy, meanwhile, will continue to be a fascinating and inspiring topic for the development of new technologies. The human mind is one of nature's most powerful and impressive tools. Much of the functioning of this sophisticated machine remains a mystery to science. Advancements such as artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and brain-computer interfaces indicate the dawn of a new era for the mental field. Within this promising scenario, we can only wonder how far we can go with the aid of these new tools. What is the limit of the human mind? The answers of the future promise to surpass the boundaries of the unimaginable. Earth echoes through this complex and intricate mental cosmic system. Its millions of filaments and electrical impulses gather our infinitesimal existence into a web of universal connection. If you believe that one day humanity will communicate through telepathy, leave your comment. Don't forget to like and share the information as well. See you in the next synapse.